Hello, this is Sir Alex again, and we're going to continue with our multiplication of polynomials. All right. Last time I discussed in my video, it's just a simple multiplication of polynomials, but this time we're going to specifics, like how do you multiply um, a monomial with monomials, how do you multiply monomial with binomial, or two binomials, or even two trinomials. All right. So we'll go to details in our multiplication. Okay. You ready? Let's go. Okay, there. Okay, let's adjust the brightness. There you go. All right, let's begin with monomial and monomial. Okay, monomial versus monomial. Okay, 3xy squared 4x squared y negative 4. Let's say we're going to multiply these two monomials, right? How do we do that? Okay, you see there's an exponent here, all right? So the first thing we need to do is distribute the exponent to 3, to x, and y, all right? So if we're going to distribute the exponent, we can write it as 3 squared, x squared, y squared, all right? And then the other one, just copy it. There. And then we make this 9, okay? And then we multiply this. Remember the rules in exponents, the first rule. When you're multiplying two terms, you add exponents, right? So x squared times x squared is x to the 4th. And then for the y, you add. What is 2 plus negative 4? Okay, so that's negative 2. Okay, now this is already correct, but we can still simplify it. Okay, the proper way to write it is 9x to the 4th over y squared. As much as possible, all our exponents should be positive. All right, so let's check again. 3 squared, x squared, y squared, and then 4x squared y to the negative 4. That's 9. That's x to the 4th. That's 2 minus 4. That's negative 2. So that's the answer. Okay? Next. How do we multiply monomial and binomial? Okay, so I have a monomial here. Let's say negative 4xy squared, and then this is 5x minus 3y. There. This is a monomial. That's a binomial. So what we're going to do is distribute. Okay? There. So multiply negative 4xy squared to 5x first. So what do we get? Okay, so that would be negative 20 x squared y squared. Remember, when we multiply terms with first power, we add. Okay, so x to the first, x squared. And then just copy the y squared. And after that, let's just copy the minus sign here, and then multiply again. Okay, 4 times 3. Okay, so that's negative 4, right? Okay, that's 3. That's negative 12x y cubed. What do you notice? We copy the minus sign here, but you have a negative 12 there. Negative times negative, that's positive, right? So negative 20 x squared y squared plus 12x y cubed. Okay, let's check. Negative 20 x squared y squared, negative and negative, that's positive, right? All right, so x, copy, y squared y, y cubed. Very easy. All right, next. Let's do more multiplication. What if it's negative 3x0 y to the negative negative 2, and then cube, right? And then multiply by 4x squared plus 5x. No, let's make it 5y. There. Let's say negative 5. There. Monomial, binomial. Okay. First thing we need to do is look at that. That term is raised to 0. So if it's raised to 0, we can just cancel it. Okay? Any number raised to 0 is always 1, except 0. Okay? So it becomes negative, and then 3y negative 2 raised to 3. Then 4x squared plus 5y raised to negative 5. Alright? And then like what I said before, we distribute the power. So it becomes 3 raised to 3. And then y raised to negative 6. Remember the third rule of exponents? Okay? When you raise a power to another power, you multiply. So negative 2 times this, negative 6. Alright? And then this becomes 4x squared plus 5y raised to negative 5. And then this becomes negative, then 27 y raised to negative 6, and then 4x squared plus 5y raised to negative 5. Okay, let's distribute the negative sign here. So it becomes, removing the parentheses, it becomes negative 27 y raised to negative 6 times 4x squared plus 5y negative 5. And then we multiply. What is 27 times 4? 27 times 4, that's 8. 108. Yep. Okay, so it's negative 108, and then x squared, y raised to negative 6. Okay, and then plus 27 times 5. So this becomes 5, 35, 10, 13. Yep. Alright. So it's not actually plus because you're distributing the negative sign. Okay, so negative times positive is also negative. Negative 135 y raised to negative 11. Because negative 6 plus negative 5 will give us negative 11. Alright? So that's the answer. Okay, I'll just make it clearer. Okay, that's negative 6. And then the final answer is, let's make our exponent positive. So the final answer is negative 108 x squared over y raised to 6 minus 135 over y raised to 11. There. That's the answer. Okay, that is monomial multiplied by binomial. What if we're going to multiply two binomials? Okay. So this time it's binomial versus binomial. Now everybody knows that we use the FOIL method. Okay, you're very familiar with that. So if it's 3x minus y and then 4x plus 2y, okay, all you have to do is multiply this first. That's the f, which means first terms. Okay, so 3x times 4x, that's 12x squared. Okay, and then the O, there, outer terms. Okay, so 3x times 2y, that's plus 6xy. And then the inner terms, there, the negative y and the 4x. So it becomes negative 4xy. I can make it 4yx, I can make it 4xy, doesn't matter. They're the same. And finally, last terms. There. So negative y times positive 2y is negative 2y squared. Okay? Li. First terms, 3x and 4x, that gives us 12x squared. And then outer terms, we have 3x and then 2y, so that's 6xy. Inner terms, we have y, we have 4x, but we have a negative sign here, so negative 4xy. And finally, last terms, the y and the 2y, so that's negative. Remember, negative times positive is negative. And that's 2, then that's y. You add exponents, it becomes y squared. Okay, and the last step is to combine like terms. And these are like terms. Okay, so that will be 12x squared plus 2xy minus 2y squared. There. All right. One more. Okay, so 4x squared plus 1, then let's say 5x minus 6. There. Okay. First term, 4 times 5, that's 20. X squared times x, that's x cubed. Okay. Outer, 4 times negative 6, that's negative 24. And then just copy the x squared. Okay. Then the inner terms, there. 1 times 5x, then positive, that's plus 5x. And finally, our last terms, positive 1 and negative 6, that gives us negative 6. Let's check. So 4 times 5, 20, x squared x cubed. That's first, and then outer, 4x squared, and then negative 6. That's negative 24x squared. And then inner terms, positive 1 times 5x, positive 5x. And then last term, 1 and negative 6, that gives us negative 6. Now, can we combine like terms? There are no like terms here, so we just copy everything. So that's our answer, 20x cubed plus 24x squared plus 5x minus 6. All right? What if we have like special multiplication, right? For example, this one. Okay. I want to multiply 2x plus y squared. There. You're squaring a binomial. All right. So how do you do that? Very simple, huh? Either you do the FOIL method or do the shortcut method. Okay. FOIL method is like this: 2x plus y, then 2x plus y. There. Okay. Multiply 4x squared. Multiply 2xy. Multiply 2xy. Multiply y squared. 4x squared, 2xy, 2xy, y squared. Then combine like terms. 4x squared plus 4xy plus y squared. There. But there's a shortcut. Okay. Right. I can square this. Okay. I can square that. I can multiply the 2, then times 2. Okay, again, I can square this, I can square that, and then I multiply the two terms, and then times 2. That's the shortcut for squaring a binomial. So everything's positive, right? There. So this becomes 4x squared, this becomes 4xy, and that becomes y squared. Hey, look at that. Okay, so choose shortcut or the FOIL method. Well, now where did I get this? If you remember the Pascal's triangle, okay, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. That's the Pascal's triangle. Okay? How did you get this? You start with 1, then you add 1 plus 1, you get 2, and then you go back to 1. Now, how did you get 3 here? You add 1 plus 2, becomes 3. 2 plus 1 becomes 3. Okay, and then go back to 1. Then start with 1, add 1 plus 3, that's 4. Add 3 plus 3, that's 6. Add 3 plus 1, that's 4. Then go back to 1. Okay? I can do this forever. 1, and then 1 plus 4 is 5. Then 4 plus 6 is 10. 6 plus 4 is 10. 4 plus 1 is 5, and then go back to 1. Okay. This represents the coefficients of your terms. Okay? Look at this. That's the 2 came from here. The 1 came from there, and the 1 comes from there. I just didn't write it because it's implied. There. 1, 2, 1. These are the coefficients of your term. Right? Okay. What if, what if we have terms that say 3a minus 2b raised to 4. How are you going to multiply that? Are you going to multiply 3a minus 2b 4 times? It's going to take you so much time. Use the Pascal's triangle. Again, let's start with 1. 1, 2, 1. 1, 3, 3, 1. 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. We're going to use this. If the terms are raised to the power of 4, we use this one. If it's raised to 3, we use this one. If it's raised to 2, okay, and so on. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, fourth power. So the first thing we do is we write the coefficients. 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. There. Second, we write the terms, all right? Okay, 3a, 2b, 3a, 2b. Don't mind the signs. 3a, 2b, 3a, 2b, and then 3a, 2b. Okay, that's the second step. Okay, first step, you write all the coefficients of the terms, 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Second step, you write the terms, 3a, 2b, 3a, 2b. Okay? Now, if that's minus, okay, it's alternate. There. Minus, start with minus, then plus, then minus, then plus. If it's plus, everything is plus. All right. Now, the first term is raised to 4. Okay. The second term is raised to 0. And then as we go along, the first term's exponents decreases. From 4, it becomes 3, and then it becomes 2, it becomes 1, and finally it's 0. And then for the second term, it starts with 0, then 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then 4. Okay? Then we evaluate. Remember, any term raised to 0 is 1. So we cancel this, we cancel that. Okay. So our first term is 3a raised to 4. What is 3 raised to 4? That's 3 times 3, 9 times 3, 27 times 3, that's 81. 81 a to the 4. Okay. Minus, that's right, 4, and then that's 27 a cube, and then 2b. All right? 3 raised to 3 is 27. Then a cube. And then 6, that's 9a squared, that's 4b squared. You raise 3 to 2, becomes 9, then a squared. Then you raise 2 to 2, becomes 4, and then b squared. Then minus 4, then 3a, and then 8b cubed. When you raise 2 to 3, it becomes 8. Remember, 2 times 2 times 2, that's 8. Then that's b cubed. And finally, plus 16b to the fourth. There. All right? Now, let's simplify. What is 4, 27, and 2? So 4 times 2 is 8. Let's make it 27, yeah, times 8. So 7 times 8, 56. 8 times 2, 16. Times 5, plus 5, 21, sorry. So 8 times 7, 56. 8 times 2, 16. Right? Plus 5, 21. So that's 216. Okay. So 81 e to the fourth minus 216 a cubed b plus it's 36 here times 6. So 36 times 6, 6 times 6, there, 36. 6 times 3 is 18. Wait, it's 216 also. 216 a squared b squared. Okay, let's check again. 6 times 10 is 54. 54 times 4, 16, 20, 21. Correct. And then minus, so that's 8 times 3, 24, times 4, 16, 96. Okay. So 96 ab cubed plus 16b to the fourth. There. Okay. So this Pascal's triangle is very useful. Instead of multiplying the binomials 4 times, all you have to do is write down the coefficients, write the terms, write the operations. If it's plus, everything's plus. If it's minus, alternate, minus, plus, minus, plus. And then write the corresponding exponents, starting with the highest degree for the first term, and then decreases until it gets to 0. While the second term starts with 0, okay, and then increases it until it becomes the maximum exponent of 4. And then evaluate, multiply. Okay, here's your answer. Okay, very good. Yeah. So remember, special multiplication of binomials. Okay. Now, if it's binomial versus trinomial, okay, let's say 2x plus 3, and then x squared minus 6x plus 1. It's like doing the FOIL method, okay? You distribute this one, but it's really not FOIL method. Distribute the first term to all the 3 terms on the second, on the trinomial, okay? And then distribute the second term to all 3 again. Now for the first one, it is 2x times x squared minus 2x times 6x plus 2x times 1. 2x times x squared, 2x times negative 6x, or it's already minus, minus 2x, 6x, and then 3 times 1. No, 2x times 1. And then plus 3 times x squared minus 3 times 6x plus 3 times 1. Okay, so I distributed the first term to the 3 terms here. And then I distributed the second term of the binomial to the 3 terms of the trinomial. 3x squared, 3, negative 6x, and then 3, 1. Okay, so this becomes 2x cubed minus 12x squared plus 2x plus 3x squared minus 18x plus 3. Let's check again. So that's 2x cubed minus 2 times 6, 12, x times x squared, and then 2x times 1 is 2x. 3 times x squared, 3x squared. Negative 3 times 6, negative 18. Then there's the x, and then there's the 3. Next step, combine like terms. Okay, these are like terms. Okay, there. So that becomes 2x cubed. This one. Negative 12, positive 3, that's negative 9x squared. And then 2x, negative 18, that's negative 16x plus 3. All right, 2x cubed, negative 9x squared, negative 16x plus 3. So that's how you multiply a binomial and a trinomial. Okay, distribute the first term of the binomial to the 3 terms of the trinomial first, and then the second term of the binomial, distribute that to the 3 terms again. Simplify. All right, that's how you do it. Finally, right, what if it's trinomial versus trinomial? Okay. It's the same thing as the one I discussed earlier, right? For example, x plus y minus z, then x plus 2y plus 3z. Okay? Write the first term, distribute. Write the second term, distribute. Write the third term, distribute. Okay, first term, there. Second term, there. Third term, there. And then multiply. So that becomes x squared plus 2xy plus 3xz. All right. Plus xy or yx plus 2y squared plus 3yz minus xz minus 2zy minus 3z squared. Let's check again. X times x, x squared. X times 2y, 2xy. X times 3z, 3xz. Y times x, yx or xy, they're just the same. Okay, so y times 2y, 2y squared. Then y times 3z, 3yz. Z times x, xz or zx. Z times 2y, that's 2zy. And then z times 3z, 3z squared. But don't forget to distribute the negative sign to all terms here. That's why it became negative xz, negative 2zy, negative 3z squared. And then combine like terms again. Let's see. 2xy, I have an xy here. I think that's it. Okay, so I can write x squared plus 3xy. Okay, next. Let's remove this. No, that's okay. How about this? xz, xz. There. 3xz minus xz, that's plus 2xz. Right? I can put 1 here. So 3 minus 1, that becomes 2. And then we have here 3yz and then 2zy, they're the same. So 3 minus 2, that's 1, so plus yz, 3 minus 2, that's 1. Okay, and then copy the other one, plus 2y squared minus 3z squared. There. That's how you do it. It's pretty long, but it's simple, still simple. Okay, you just need practice. Okay, last one. So you know how to do this, trinomial versus trinomial. What if it's a special kind of trinomial? Let's say I want to square it. Okay, just like before in my binomial. Let's say 3x plus y plus 4 squared. Okay, we have a special formula for this. Okay, here's the formula. If it's a plus b plus c squared, so the formula here is I square the a, I square the b, I square the c. Okay, and then I multiply AB, then multiply it by 2, and then I multiply BC, and then times 2 again, and then multiply AC, and then times 2. Very simple. Square the A, square the B, square the C. A times B times 2. B times C times 2. And then A times C times 2. Apply it here. Okay. So, 3x squared plus y squared plus 4 squared, right? Plus 2, 3x y plus 2, 3x 4 plus 2 y and 4. See? Pretty fast, right? Square this, square that, and then multiply this 2 times 2, multiply this 2 times 2, multiply this 2 times 2. Okay, and then let's simplify. This becomes 9x squared, okay, plus y squared plus 16 plus 6xy, yep, plus 2 times 3, 6 times 4 is 24, x plus 8y. You don't need to combine like terms, okay? It's already simplified. Let's check. 9x squared, y squared, 16, that's 6, xy, that's 24, then there's the x, and then that's 8, and then there's y. All right? What if one of them is minus? So all of them uses a minus sign. Okay. What if it's like this? 2x minus 3y plus z squared. Okay, we have a minus there. Same thing, okay? Remember what I discussed in my previous videos? If you have a minus sign here, change this to plus, okay? And then change the sign of the next term to negative. So we follow the same formula, right? Okay, so 2x squared, okay, plus negative 3y squared plus z squared, there, okay, plus 2 times 2x times negative 3y plus 2 times 2x times z plus 2 times negative 3y times z. It's the same thing, right? The only thing is one of the terms is negative. Okay, square this, square that, multiply this 2 times 2, multiply this 2 times 2, multiply this 2 times 2, and then simplify. All right, so this becomes 4x squared, yep, plus 9y squared, yep, negative 3, that's positive 9, plus z squared, okay, so 2 times 2, that's 4, times negative 3, negative 12, so minus 12xy, there, and then 2 times 2, 4xz, and then this one, positive 2 times negative 3, that's negative 6yz. See? Very simple, no? Okay, square 9, square, okay. That's 4xy. Yep, that's 12xy actually. 2 times 2, 4 times negative 3. And then that's 4xz, and then that's negative 6yz. Okay, now this is what you call a special kind of multiplication of trinomials. All right, there. Okay, so what have we learned today? We learned how to multiply a monomial and a monomial with a binomial, two binomials, a binomial and a trinomial, and two trinomials, right? In my next video, I'm going to discuss how to divide them. Same thing, but only it's division, right? Now, I hope you learned something, okay? This is a bit challenging. Not really complicated, but it's challenging. And I know you can do it. All right? You just need practice. Okay? So watch my next video and don't forget to like and subscribe. Again, this is Sir Alex. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!